Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings to the universe.
Guess I'm locked in. Looking for a piece of mind. I've been trying to redefine life. I can see the signs. Word is going to see me shine. Fighting for my soul's sake. Whipping fast, no brakes.
Peace and blessings, everyone. Peace and blessings to the universe. All praises goes to the Most High. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. They called you the black sheep because you refused to follow the crowd, because you questioned things nobody else dared to question, because your spirit was different, your energy was different, your path was different. See, the black sheep of the family is usually the cycle breaker, the one chosen to heal generational wounds, the one that feels everything deeply, the one that never truly fit into spaces built on silence, pain, and pretending. People may misunderstand you when you start waking up spiritually. They may call you distant, difficult, or rebellious. But sometimes isolation is protection. Sometimes separation is divine redirection. Stop shrinking yourself just to be accepted by people who refuse to grow. Your purpose was never to blend in. You were born to stand out, speak truth, and walk your own spiritual journey. And remember, the black sheep is still royalty, still chosen, still powerful. I am Queen Ashe.
See, the black sheep, you wasn't gonna uphold the silence in the family. Tell them if they don't like what you saying, then buck. The black sheep is the truth teller of the family. That's why they gotta silence your voice before you even get to use it. That's why they gotta do the smear campaigns before you get to the person. They gotta get to people's ears before you get around them, because once you get around them, then you start revealing the truth. See, the black sheep, your gift is your voice. A lot of the black sheep, notice how they are good writers, they're good speakers, they're great painters. They're great at telling the truth through so many different mediums. See, it's not even just with your words, it's in how you exist. It's in everything you do and how you express yourself. The black sheep chooses the truth over traditions. We don't just conform to the norms of our family groups. And you don't do this anywhere. You don't do this in a workplace. So you will see in a workplace, once you start telling the truth, they will punish you. You will be isolated. You will be backdoored. They'll do anything to keep your voice from being heard. People will talk about you to keep people from seeing you as the light that you are. People will smear you. Before you even get to people, people will know who you are, right? Because people know that once they meet you, if by chance they happen to meet you, then what you tell them is going to like shift their perspective on things. What you say is going to break them free from the lies that they've been told. You are the one. You're the one that's not going to stand with the group just for the sake of having people behind you. See, the black sheep broke the curse of generational silence.
A black sheep really is somebody that go against the norm. They are somebody that sees a different path for themselves. They see success a different way. They don't have to follow trends, do what everybody else is doing. In reality, the black sheep sets the trends. They set the blueprint for others to follow. The black sheep is a leader. They don't have to do A through Z like everybody else. Sometimes they do A, they go to Q, they go to S, they jump back to B. They do what they want to do because they can. They're not finna just sit up here and do what everybody else is doing. They don't care about what the crowd is doing. The crowd gonna care about what they doing. Now that's a black sheep.
Every family has a black sheep. The black sheep is the brave ancient soul that chooses to be born into the lineage to heal, to integrate the 7 to 11 generations of all the bullshit of the ancestors and 7 to 11 generations and heal the children. And in the family, they come to the family reunion. Everybody thinks that the black sheep, they're the different one. But actually, the black sheep is the goat. The black sheep is the one that is healing the family genetic lineage. The black sheep becomes the goat, the greatest of all time. We were created to stand out, not fit in. So shout out to all my black sheep. Leave the herd behind. Stand in your unique frequency. And no matter what anybody says, your family says, know that you are the chosen one because you choose yourself. Black sheep, let's go, New Earth.
You know, they say when you do the work and you do the healing, you are literally healing your whole lineage, your whole ancestor line, everybody in your past, your whole family. When you heal, you're healing them, and you become the chosen one who is gonna take that lineage to the next level. You are the new ancestors. You are the one that's gonna change the game. You are the black sheep that has been chosen to take over that. And it's a big responsibility. A lot of people let go of it, and they're like, I don't know why I'm different. Maybe it's, you know, it's normal to have different people in families. No, you're chosen to take a path that will change the whole road ahead for everyone else coming into that lineage.
Another thing, you know why they hate the black sheep in the family? Because we're free. Because we aren't manipulated and controlled. Because we don't give no fucks. Because we broke out and broke away and we know who we are. Because we have the power to control our own minds and make decisions for ourselves without running it through the family hierarchy, because we don't belong in that system. We removed ourselves from that system. Yeah, you might have thought we were crazy and all these things that you deemed us, but the minute that we woke up and realized, I'm not crazy, the shit that I am related to is crazy, and you walked away and realized, my family is out there in the people that will know and love me for me, not this shit that I was born into, because they don't have an appreciation. It's kind of like when you go on a trip and you eat escargot, and that is a refined palate, right? You are a refined palate, an acquired taste. You don't belong where you are not appreciated. Your value is noticed right here on my page because I represent the black sheeps. In 2026, we're going to the top. Happy healing. Pack your bags.
The black sheep is the strongest member of the toxic family dynamic because the black sheep is carrying generational trauma on their back, and the black sheep refuses to be programmed. Everyone else is like mindless zombies, programmed, acting like nothing is wrong, and they have normalized toxicity, but the black sheep says, no, this isn't normal. Despite all the things that happens to the black sheep, the smearing, the gaslighting, devaluing, and discarding, the black sheep stands as a fierce on their own.
Wonder why you the black sheep of the family? Cause you different. You ain't scared to speak on what they trying to hide. You ain't scared to break the cycles they comfortable living in. You think for yourself. You move different. You got vision, ambition, boundaries, and they hate that. See, they really ain't mad at you. They mad they couldn't control you. You ain't fall in line like everybody else. You ain't kiss ass, play fake. You the black sheep cause you woke up. You saw the toxic patterns, the generational bullshit, and you just chose to do better. Now they uncomfortable. Now they talk about you, isolate you. But what they call a black sheep, the world call a leader. Keep standing on that. They gonna catch up or get left behind.
Being the black sheep in your family is not a burden, it's a blessing. Because that means you are the designated cycle breaker. You are the person that sees all the shit that your family does and decided to say, yo, I don't agree with that. I don't think that's right. I think we can do better than that. You notice the patterns, you notice the toxicity, you notice the trauma, and I know it feels like a weight because you have insecurity in it at first. You're torn between, is this my destiny and what I'm supposed to do? Or am I just being an outsider? Am I just forcefully pushing away my family? But that's not what it is. You have advanced neurology that suggests you are noticing patterns better than anyone else in your family. It's your job to decide whether or not it's a burden, whether or not it's a weight. That's a frame of mind. Because think about how you get to be the first person in many generations to do something different, to elevate your entire family and not be a part of the mess. See, that's the thing. When you're the black sheep or the family outsider, you're not a part of the mess. You're trying to clean it up. And it's not to say that you're better than anyone or better than your family. You see things differently. You're trying to get everyone outside of the box that they refuse to see is a box, and raise the limitations and raise the ceiling and give people hope again, and to push people towards improving themselves. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. And the only reason you feel like there's something wrong with that, or you have an insecurity about it, is because you just haven't had the results yet. You're just not worth $15 million yet, or whatever your number is. You just don't have the dream career yet. You don't have the dream relationship yet. You want everyone else to see what you see and to change. Well, the best way to show someone something is to show them, not tell them.
Every family has the one that doesn't fit in, the one who questions everything, the one they whisper about around the dinner table. They're called the black sheep of the family. But here's what the family doesn't understand. That soul didn't stumble into this bloodline accidentally. They chose to be born into the trauma, dysfunction, and the generational wounds that nobody else would touch. But the black sheep come to break that. It costs them. The rejection, the exclusion, the label, but that's their assignment, because what looks like an outcast is actually the healer. What looks like the troublemaker is actually the transformer. The family called them the black sheep, but time tells the truth. The same soul, the one they judged, the one they dismissed, the one they couldn't understand, becomes the GOAT. The greatest of all time, the one who did what no generation before them could do for their family. They healed them. They never understood what you sacrificed, but future generations will.
To the black sheep watching this video, you're going to be the one to make it out. You're going to be the one to change your family. You're going to be the most successful, most abundant, most joyous person in your family. I know it seems like the world is literally against you no matter what you do. It seems like everywhere you go, you start a new job, people don't fuck with you. Manager don't like you. Problems always arise. You try to start a business. It seems like everybody in the world and everything in the world is out to conspire against you. I understand. But that's only because the universe is trying to see if you're really made for it. Because in reality, if you come from the background you come from, and I know it's not necessarily a healthy or a positive one, you know what kind of mountain you have to climb to, not even necessarily get to the top, just to get to zero, just to get to ground zero. Because being a black sheep, that means you're starting in the negatives because you come from a negative childhood. You have a lot of trauma that you were born into. You have a lot of things that probably happened to you directly. So in order just to get to level zero, like ground one, you're going through a lot of shit. So we have to be built for this shit, because it's a long race. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And I know it gets very frustrating and very tiring. I promise you, nigga. I get it. But we can't lose faith, because if it's not us, then who's it gonna be?
The black sheep speaks their mind, and they keep speaking it over and over again. But start watching the black sheep over a period of time. After they done spoke it over and over again and healing started happening, they start moving around like, nah, And as a therapist, what happens when you start distancing yourself from these people? What do they start doing? They start looking for you. Physically or lurking, looking, keeping tabs. And you're like, y'all wanted me to leave you alone. You say I'm the problem. You say I'm the black sheep. I got out of y'all way. I separated myself. But yet, what do you want? What is it? What is the problem psychologically? And I say to people this, I say to people all the time, what is it? Because sometimes they need you after they dim you down so much. You are the missing glue to the family, if you know it or not. You are the one that makes them happy. You are the one they need the energy to feed off of. You are the one they need to make their world to go around, whether they tell you or not. Because their job is to dim your light and secretly admire you. That's what narcissistic people do. Did you know that? Did you know that? It's such a toxic game to keep you in disarray for their own personal gain and to continue to feed off of you. Did you know that? Who would have thought?
I'm locked in. Yes, I'm locked in.